That's slow again. Also, I have no idea what my billiards split was, because basically in the previous set of splits that I'm comparing against here, which is my second most recent PB, basically what happened is I started with We Play Motion in the previous attempt. Oh, this is actually pretty decent. Yeah, nice. I started with We Play Motion, and then I skipped the setup split, and just before stream I was reconstructing these splits, and I thought I don't have time to go through my VOD and work out exactly when my setup split ended and everything, so yeah, I don't care. But if I didn't fill in a time for the setup split, it wouldn't have we wouldn't have had a comparison for today, and I don't really want to do a run with no comparison. So we now have a bit of a scuffed billiards split. It might mean we lose time on the setup split later. I don't really care. I mean, either way, we're saving time here for free, so that's nice. We're golding here anyway, so clearly that was a good billiards. Yo, Nadine, how's it going? Really wish I could talk here for half hour, but unfortunately it's Tuesday night. Nah, that is all good. Thanks for stopping by anyway. Yeah, we're doing a We Play Golds series run to run it back, because I actually want to get a decent time in this now. I've got a 16.9 scuffed world record. I don't really want to settle with this. Niddy's in Australia, Queenie, so it is now Tuesday for him. There are, in fact, other time zones that exist. Also, very weird thing about this game, with the series run, I'm using sub-splits, and there's not a thing called sub-sub-splits. So, I am going to be on Tanks Find Me, Teaser Targets, all those, Star Shuttle. I'm not going to have sub-splits for these. So we're just going to be chilling. No splitting. We're just going to know our time at the end, and then that's it. Which is very weird for me, because I am a sub-split stan. I do like the sub-splits very much. Playing by vibes, yeah. To be honest, I feel like I can PB this for free. If I don't have an absolute car crash in any game, we should be alright. And getting a minute 5 billiards is a great start. I mean, we could even PB We Play Motion again, the We Play Motion segment. Find Me, I had 1 second remaining. If Professor wasn't in the chat telling me that it was Garfield that the answer was, on level 60 no less, I would have lost the run. Like, I would not currently have the world record I have in We Play Series Golds if that didn't happen. So, shout out to the Professor, but also that run sucked because I was on 16.9 and I still want to beat it. I would not have been happy losing that run to Find Me, though. So that's why I'm happy to get We Play Motion out of the way. We Play out of the way first, instead of We Play Motion. In any of these runs now, even in Plats, I'd rather do We Play first than We Play Motion. Because I can do Skip Skimmer fairly competently now. Did I say Professor? No, Professor CC19. Not Professor. No. No, there's a top Wii series runner called Professor CC19. I have been in the same chat as Professor before when he's been watching Wii Play, because he has watched people play Wii Play before. But, yeah. Not that Professor. Anyways, WSO, yeah, exactly. Assuming no new world records are set, this will be the second instance of tied plat. Yeah, that's wild. I didn't expect it to be a thing. Cedric actually brought something up to me yesterday, which was quite interesting, that technically it shouldn't be... Only first place should get 1,000, and then the other person, it should be rounded down, because then it's not... You didn't beat the barrier. And that makes sense, but also the spreadsheet is significantly easier to run if I don't bother to fix that. I did try to fix it, but I couldn't in time for the event, so I didn't care. I just added it into the edge cases. I mean, chances of that making any difference is very slim, so I don't really care. But, yeah, next time I'll try fix it. Because we had a 6-frame difference for first and second in Resort, and that was week 3, and I really didn't expect it to happen at all, to be honest. Like, when I was writing out those edge cases, I was thinking, these aren't going to happen. Like, there's no way. I'm just writing this to have a conclusive rule set. Like, a very definitive, concrete rule set. Like, that's the only reason I wrote it. Not genuinely thinking it was gonna happen. You'll be getting double platinum. Yeah, you'll be getting Wii Sports and Wii Fit Plus. Puts you right back in it for second place, definitely. I say right back in it, you're already in a favourable position. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, because I am going to be releasing the podium summary post today. There's a lot to cover, so I'm not releasing it until after stream. But long story short, yeah, you and Cedric are pretty close in the race for second. But at this point, surely you're the only contenders. Everyone else is competing for third, fourth, and fifth, really. Also, there are only 9 people still in Olympics. Assuming no more, like, major times are set in the next few hours, there are 9 people remaining for a top 5 spot, and I am one of them. And I am very happy I've managed to do that. I will concede that that is mainly because We Play comes up twice, but yeah, I am still in the conversation, and I didn't expect that to be a thing. So I am happy. That is also why I'm going to concede a prize. If I do end up in the top 5, I'll just give it away to the next person. Which will be an option for anyone, should they wish. But yeah, for me, it makes sense, since I've had such a heavy organisational role. Oh, imagine if I got Impossible Shot. Yo, Seagull, how's it going? Well, come on in. Honestly, I'd just be really happy getting the title of top 5. Don't expect much from Wii Party if Wii Play gets driven up like crazy in week 4. Like in week 4. Yeah, exactly. If it gets driven up a lot, which is likely. Oh, you idiot. I likely want to improve my score more than this. Exactly. Yo, 15 watch streak from Seagull. Nice. Thank you for that. Please don't hit me. Oh, that was nice. After a death, that was pretty good. Just showing my stupidity for real. I mean, you want to know that that was nice. That's so good. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, because I probably missed some chat there, because I'm struggling to keep up, because tanks is hard. Oh! Case in point. Why is my laptop fan going wild right now? What is going on? You are not having to work that hard right now. What are you doing? Alright, so putting the mines there just stuns them all. That just makes it easier for me. I conceded that I'd have to go all the way to the end, so I thought, might as well lock them in with an invisible wall or two. Average gaming laptop experience. I mean, the thing is, it's decent. And, like, it doesn't normally do that. The other one used to do it all the time. This one doesn't. Nice. That is a 7-1X. That is a joke, how good that was. That was really good. 1 death. Wasn't overly costly. Could have been better, but could have been a lot worse. Yeah, there are people in much better positions than you to... like, I think, Neddy, you're in a good position to improve your score, because your 5th place is lower than some of the others, as far as I remember. Wait, no, quit. This is not Platts. What are you doing? Go, leave. I'm in autopilot because I was talking about Platts earlier. We did 21 missions of tanks. Listen, I can't get a world record in this without it being at least a little bit scuffed. A little tiny bit scuffed. Oh, come on. Right, let's get rid of you because you're here for no reason. You need to go. I don't need a small fry in this run. What I do need is you. Oh. Come on. Oh, seriously? Are you joking? Nah, I can't get it now. No shot. Okay, I don't think I was going to get it anyway. Oh, you're not even... Where are you? Okay, yeah, I was going to say, there wasn't one there. Okay, so it changed to Nibbler, and then Went back again. Okay. No. The previous run was really scuffed. Yeah. I honestly don't know how I saw that run out, to be honest. That was just a joke. Playing it on 16.9, like, again, it would have been faster for me to switch to the Wii U menu, switch to 4.3, and then go back again. That's how slow it was. Genuinely, it was that bad. My move's like it was gonna blow up. I don't know how I handle Fortnite streams. You do Fortnite streams on a gaming laptop? Okay. Okay, I know my one probably wouldn't cope with that. At least my old one wouldn't have. Okay, that is gold in 8 fish. Not bad. There's no way we gold this with all the playing extra tanks in this split. What the heck? Even if the Wii U gets plat, assuming Wave doesn't improve, you still need to get more than 4th. Exactly. Yeah, I've kind of written up a big post about it with the podium of how exactly it can go with the top 5 especially. And how they can secure their positions and who is more likely to secure a position, because some of them have like really high 5th places and some of them have really low 5th places. Well, not really low, but like lower golds than other people. Alright, table tennis. Yo, Catherine, how's it going? Gonna lock in for a minute because I do not want to have another fail in table tennis like in the previous run. Again, this is not my real PB I'm comparing against. This is an old PB. My actual PB in the series run is a few minutes better. But if I can get out of this first try, then that is some time save against a real PB. I'm going to catch up with chat in a minute. Obviously, table tennis requires a lock-in. Alright, and that's the admin out the way. Yeah, I've added notes to the calculator, because in previous ones where people were hoarding runs, I wasn't overly happy with the calculator not functioning properly. Like, people were... I'd heard people, like, during streams saying, oh, I'm going to work it, like, kind of working out based on what the plat was known to be from splits, so I thought it might just make sense for me to change it on the calculator manually and instead of waiting for people to submit their runs. You got a gifty? Yeah, we got a 10 sub bomb last stream. Jay raided me. Mario Galaxy Speedrunner Jay raided me with like 200 people. And then someone dropped a 10 bomb. It was quite the end of the stream. Yo, Diesel, thanks for the good luck. How's it going? Didn't expect the amount of people eligible for top 5 to shrink so much. It's probably because there are now 3 less leaderboards. Like, 2 weeks ago, there were 5 scores to come, and now there are only 2 when all these leaderboards wind up. So... yeah, it's a shame because it would have been nice to analyze it a little bit more. But, obviously, that's how the double game week works. That's how my own mechanic works. This is Defo Focus Mode. Yo, thanks for the 3-watch streak, though, Catherine. Very happy with how I've done in Olympics, considering I was only expecting to play NSS. Exactly, yeah, you played more. You played more than you said you were going to do. And welcome back, GP. Large reason I created a copy of the sheet. Exactly. I don't blame you. That is always an option with Google Sheets. Who is this? Oh, I hate Find Me so much. Sorry if I've missed any chat, by the way. If I've missed anything up to now, just repeat it. Was that a clock me? Yeah, all my me's are made purely for Find Me and nothing else. Which is why it's funny when we get to Wii Play Motion, because all these me's are still here. And then when we get to Wii Sports Resort, all those me's are still there. And when we get to any other Wii Series game, they're all still there. It's only for Find Me. So when I'm playing table tennis Beat the Champ against Lucia, and there's a clock face cheering me on, that's because of Find Me. Yeah. It makes this game so much easier. I mean, for someone who isn't going to run it very often, I can understand why someone wouldn't make me specifically for this. But I've run this so much now that it was definitely worth it at the beginning. It's been 3.5 years and I am somehow not done. Oh, that's his why, because I can't find the answers. Okay, so there's a silly strat in this where basically I lose time on level 56. Thank you for the 3-watch streak as well, Diesel. Basically, if I lose time on level 56, it means I drain the timer way quicker than any of the other late game stages. However, it's a very highly risky world record level strat. And I really don't want to have to reset a series run. I just want to do a one and done, that's it, move on to Wii Party. That's what I want. I don't care to do a strat that's going to save me like 10 seconds maximum. So we're not doing that today, especially considering last time I had the full 2 minutes to work with and I almost game overed on level 60 because I couldn't see Garfield. It's only because someone in chat told me it was Garfield that I got through. Also, more things in Find Me if people do not know. There's hitbox strat. What hitbox strat is essentially on zoomed out levels where the Mii's are quite far back, the cursor will always have the same or like a big similar hitbox, especially in like crowds and things. So it helps a lot to actually find the answer. Yeah, that's so true, Joopy. I've kind of had that where I've had quite a bit of time off marathons, and I want to get back into them, but also I'm moving house very soon. It's probably likely to be July now when we properly go. But I wanted to submit still, and it's like, I've now got Olympics, and the moment I'm done with Olympics, we're going to be getting into more marathons and stuff. Only like 2. If I get into GDQ Hotfix, that's 1. If I get into Eden 8 Sissant Marathon, that's 2. And then if I get into, obviously I get into Preventathon as well, so that's another 1. So I've only got 3 because I can't really apply to that many right now. It's really kind of forced me to take a break from marathons in a way. The house move, because I just can't apply to any. I need to start thinking about Go Fish preparations as well, which is... I don't even want to think about that, but if we're doing things ahead of time this year, and actually, like, giving people more time, then I need to start thinking about it now, which... Yeah, I am done with organising for a little while. I want a break. I've really enjoyed Olympics, but I want a break. See you, Nedu. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Alright, can we hitbox strat? Oh, I just almost went to split. Okay, I'm convinced you can hitbox strat this. Damn it. No. No! Oh, I didn't look at that one. If you put the cursor in a very specific line in the middle, I reckon you can hitbox strat that every time. But I've not labbed it out, because I don't really want to boot up Find Me just to practice a strat once every, like, 6 minutes. Resort, totally not, alongside OG is finally done after it was supposed to have been 2 weeks ago. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about in the summary post. So much that I almost thought I was going to run over the character limit for Discord messages. That is you. Alright, again, real PB is 1:49.32, so we're comparing about 3 minutes behind. However, it is looking good at the moment, especially considering how much time saved there is in motion. Who is this? It's you. Funny thing, I say it, you're on hotfix on Thursday morning. Oh wait, is that the first time I've heard that? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Also, thanks 2P. You're so busy. You kind of kept it under wraps. Damn. Not even giving us an exclusive. Nah, it's fair. I know how it is. You wanna keep it like last minute because you never really know exactly when it's gonna be with hotfix sometimes. It's nice to have a surprise though. What are you gonna be running? You're gonna be running Paris 2024, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's what you're gonna be running. You're gonna make make Sega make it in a week. Oh, who is it? Oh, it's you. Said it at the end of your Friday stream. Oh, well, I wasn't there. My bad. The problem is I'm often like quite busy or having dinner or something during your stream time. My bad. Oh, an easy 50. Super Alloy Ranger, nice. No Garfield me. Yeah, no Garfield me just yet. That's you. I wish I could be in more people's streams. Unfortunately, I do not have infinite time. So many people's streams I want to watch, but I can't. A lot of the time I'll be on my iPad, and then I can obviously only, like when I'm multitasking sometimes, I'll be on my iPad, and then I can only watch one stream. But if I'm being productive on my laptop, I'll have like 3 streams up. I'm doing a lurk in most of them. I feel that. No, that's completely fair. I do it so much. Whenever I'm like, ultimately, if I watched all the streams that I watch and also had to get all my organizational stuff done for events that I run, I wouldn't have enough time. I physically would not have enough time. I have a full-time job as well. It would not work. Like, I would need 8 days of the week. I would need that. Like, that just isn't possible. So that means that I end up lurking a lot. Is that you? Yeah, it is. Okay, this is a way better find me if I can get out for this. It's by no means a fantastic find me, but I don't need it to be fantastic. Oh no, that is you. I knew it was you. Come on. Where are you? Oh my goodness, absolute choke. Is this you? Alright, never mind. I was literally about to say, if anyone knows the answer, please do tell me, because this is the level I almost lost on last time. But no, we didn't need their help. I am so glad I didn't mash A. That is like the one time I haven't mashed A in this level in ages. For the people who don't know, on NTSC 1.0, for some reason on level 60, the screen just doesn't reveal the light for the first half a second. And then as soon as it reveals the light, you can press an answer. If I mashed A there, I would have cleared the level and lost like 15 seconds. I am not joking. This is like the one time in ages I haven't mashed here, because it's literally like a 1% chance of it happening. I can't believe that. That's just funny. Okay, post me time. It'll be Garfield on 60, surely. You're so excited for London Party? Me too. Honestly, like, I don't think Preventathon have done a ton in the way of party games in 5 events, other than this. Like, they've not really had Mario Party or anything, and it's mainly because I don't submit it, and I don't know if any other runners of Mario Party do for Preventathon, unless I'm missing something from a schedule once. But, yeah, this is their first dip into something like that. And it's a nice introduction to it, because the RNG is very controlled. Like, it would take pretty much like a really unlucky question mark space on a sticker for me to lose. Like, you get to pick one of 4 events. You get to pick all the CPUs you run into. You can beat the other opponents to speaking to an NPC very often. Also, I should probably do at least one of these. Oh, are you kidding? Guess we're not doing that, because it didn't really work. It's fine, that was a bit silly. I shouldn't have hit the rainbow. I was going to go for pose meaty, at least one bubble. But it didn't work. Sad. It's fine. Yo, Crazy Yo, how's it going? In one of your bronze runs, you accidentally click the sleepyhead. That's a classic. I've done that before. If you haven't done that before, are you even a bronze runner? Like, seriously. You have to do it at some point. That's why you just find, like, 2 Miis that are incorrect and just run with it. Because you can't keep clicking the same one. And that is why I didn't want to do double pose meaty. Because I don't really want to lose a marathon-like series run for this. Time for me to lock in and actually study. No worries, Queenie. Almost bringing in the luck there with the Twitch super jackpot. Very close. Hope your studying goes well. Yeah, the command for Midipedia, exclamation mark Midipedia. I wish I had a commands list. I used to have one, but I have to manually update it because Streamlabs chatbot doesn't have that. It's not like the, because it's locally run, it's not a, like, run through a website login. And thank you for the luck as well, and the Mario Cap. I will try and remember after this. Do I run WePlay on disc or digital? WePlay is disc only, because it's a Wii game. So... But I'm fairly sure it's disc only. I mean, I don't know of any digital version. So, I run on disc. I do run on NTSC 1.0 though. USA 1.0, and the reason for that will become clear in shooting range. Reason for that is because basically I can use a second controller, which you can use on any version. However, with the second controller, I can actually hit purple targets and gain 3 points instead of losing 3. And I also save about 5 seconds in load times. So yeah, there are reasons to play on this version. But I use Gecko to load it, and it does not change the load times. You are allowed to use Gecko in runs, and any leaderboard that tells you otherwise is wrong. Yes, Pac-Man Land 2, I'm talking about you, or whichever one I know you've talked about. Unless there's some weird thing I don't know of that Gecko can cause in that game, they're just not correct in that. Like, everyone I've spoken to that is knowledgeable with this kind of thing says that it makes no difference. All it does is remove the region lock. There could be some weird quirk that I don't know of, but as far as I know, it shouldn't change anything. The only thing I have noticed is that sometimes the audio can sound a bit funny. Like, it will sound a little bit more tinny running a game through Gecko, but like, that's a minuscule difference. Yeah, there's like thresholds and stuff for it. This game threw me off when it required changing poses. Yeah, this game can be pretty tough for that. We play Motion's version of this is fun because it's literally just do the pose. Like, the poses are different each time, but it changes the pose for you. It's honestly really fun. I do prefer that version of this, if I'm honest. And also, it's a much shorter game. It's literally like 3 minutes. Since I've been designing We Play Motion Bingo this week, I noticed how short Pose Me Plus is. I thought doing a goal of completing the full game would be like super long. It's really not. Yeah, part of this game as well is that all the levels have like specific patterns, so I know here you're going to get like the same pose for a few bubbles and then the next pose for a few bubbles, and then it starts changing them around. And I also know it's always going to be upside down. That's why I flip it upside down at the start rather than getting jump scared into doing it. There are other people that know the patterns inside out better than I do, and those are very good at this game. Those people are very good. I am not. So this one will always be 2, 3, 9, 9. And then the last one will always be this pose. I need to lose some lives now. Come on. Nice. Barely made it through on this cycle. That was not a great pose, mate, but it'll do. It'll do. Need the notes for London Party Comms. Yeah, I don't actually have any notes on there, but if you go on the game portfolio, it will show you the description of... It's pretty much my copy and paste for the description and things of all my games on Angus whenever I do a submission. So if you look at the game portfolio tab, then they're all on there. If you need to refer back to the description. Honestly, anyone who's looking to submit to marathons, having a spreadsheet of all your descriptions of games and stuff, and each category is an absolute godsend. It helps so much. Rather than, like, it means pretty much every description is always the same. Sometimes I'll adapt it for the marathon, but most of the time I won't. But yeah, it helps so much. Like, it saves me so much time. Considering how many marathons I am always applying to, it saves so much time. I would highly recommend it. Also, having a private Discord server for organisation. I've done that the last couple of years, and that has helped a lot as well with things like this. Especially for Wii Series Olympics and things like that, and Go Fish and No Fish. Lucas, and you have that? Yeah, absolutely. Would recommend it any day. I used to have my notes all like, kind of scattered around the phone and notes app. And it's not a perfect solution because, like, you don't want to rely on Discord for everything, because it might end up going bad one day and everyone needs to move. But yeah, for now, it is a great solution. Oh, Family Edition Wii's. I don't know. I don't know about Family Edition. We're always talking about Family Edition in the Discord. It always seems to come up in conversations. As far as we know, the Family Edition Wii has the fastest loads in general, but it doesn't really make a huge difference. You never really want to go out of your way to buy a Family Edition Wii just to have fast loads. Also, hey Ken Yoshi, how's it going? Alright, so because I'm using this controller, it means that I can essentially go for really safe strats here. Like, I can go for what would normally be a silver medal strat on a regular disc. Or on any other version, I should say. Because this is a regular disc, but... It is not my regular disc, because I am British and not American. Nice. Yo, Alva, thank you for the good luck as well. I think I said hi to Ken Yoshi as well. I have been rambling a lot, and I am struggling to keep up. I admit it. Hedge. Thank you for the good luck, though, Alva. Seems to be going pretty well right now. Oh! Why did you have to speak? Why would you speak? Why would you speak? Like, why would you speak? Just don't speak. Don't speak. People say 2P is broken Galaxy, but 2 is broken in Wii Play Shooting Range. It really is. Like, you can use 2 controllers for this bit as well on any version, and it helps to hit these foreground cans. But, so look, I managed to hit one with the normal cursor and a couple with this one, because it extends the area you can hit them with. It just makes sense. Like, any version can use 2P in one-player mode, it's just that this version lets me hit purple targets. And not just that, you're gaining 3 points every time. You're gaining the combo point, so that's +4. And you're also gaining the fact that you're spawning more targets quicker. Like, it makes a huge difference. the Wii emote. The aim the Wii emote, the screen emote is so funny. You don't even want to know how long I spent making that emote. And all it is just a recording, a scrolling recording of the of the screen. Yo, Aces, how's it going? The army of MIDI clones got abducted. No! Surely that won't happen in Wii Play Motion as well. I actually no, they don't get abducted in Wii Play Motion. I actually just shoot them, and then they just get mad and then disappear. Like, they don't die. Wii Play Motion is very graphic. But welcome on in, Aces. How's it going? We've got so many awesome people here today. Wow. We gotta bring out the good luck in Wii Party later for this. Really appreciate the support lately. Like, honestly, I've just kind of been doing my thing as normal, but yeah. People keep showing up and that's cool. And I don't normally talk about it a lot because I don't look at the viewer count during stream, but yeah, it is very cool to see. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. All right. Use the old system you had for studies. It's all offline and so easy to access. That is also fair. Yeah. It's mainly for me where I'm going to be a lot of the time away from my laptop, or if I want to look at my notes while I'm at work and I only have access to my phone, I can pull it up wherever. That's the main reason I go with that. And yeah, I use Excel, or at least Google Sheets a lot as well. And Notepad++, yeah, that's fair. I tend to leave when someone shoots me. I'd be mad if someone shot me. Yeah, true. I mean, we don't know if it's an actual gun in Trigger Twist. It's just a blue cursor on the screen. I don't know. Maybe it just scares all the objects we hit with them with the light. Then again, the dinosaurs die, or at least downed. So maybe that's not true. Anyway, this is a 37. While I'm rambling, this is a 37 Wii Play in a series run with no like ridiculous strats. This is really good. What's my world record? It's 36 something, isn't it? I mean, I know it's going to be nowhere near what this is because my world record is cracked now. Yeah, 36:16. It's still like a minute behind. It's not even that bad. This would have been world record a year or two ago. We are just not at that level now. Done. Boom. 37.45? 37.45. Oh, change the disc. What are you doing sitting here talking about your time? It's a Wii Play series run. I didn't remember what to do. How have I just yapped for 37 minutes without stopping? Real talk, how have I done that? Alright, here comes the fabled Wii Play Motion 4x3 run. If someone could change the game to Wii Play Motion, that would be great. If not, I will do it soon. Yes, I have a Wii Play Fish shirt. I got this from Redbubble. Very good. I like it. Wait, hang on. What's the first game? Skip Skimmer? Alright, I have to sync this. Wait, have I not set that permission to mods? I need to change that then. Oh, come on. Sync the controller. What are you doing? Are you serious? Come on. Come on! Thank you. Go. Alright, never mind. We are fine. Yeah, I got this off Redbubble. I saw someone in the Wii Play Discord got one that was similar, and I wanted one. So I got this one. Oh, go! Go! Thank you. Oh, by the way, I was doing a run of Wii Play Motion yesterday, some more bingo runs. I got a 55 with 1 stone. My previous PB was 51, and it was unrecorded, because it was in the Preventathon 4 practice room. So I'm very happy to have beaten that now. It was like a perfect shot. If I looked at the analytics, I reckon it would have been like a 99.99 in terms of the power and the angle. It was that good. Go! They just got really scared by the gun. Exactly. Triggered for civilian, it's an airsoft replica of a heavy machine gun. If it kills the dinosaurs, maybe it shoots meteorites. True. 121. Go! It's not working. Big Noni Appa. Yeah, it seems to be the way today. It's because there's so much going on. Fate to update the game? Oh, I know why. It's because this game has a colon in it because it's weird. Now, I have to get it exactly right for it to do it. We play motion. Done. There you go. Score mode. No, not today. Alright, who's ready to teeter their targets? Again, this is 4-3. This is technically better on 4-3, and I'll tell you why. The screen is smaller. So same as tanks, the screen is smaller, but what it does is, as far as I know, this might be placebo, but as far as I know, the ball, if it falls off the sides of the boundaries on the levels that are open, then what it actually does, bad start by the way, what it actually does is it means the ball falls off quicker. So it actually saves a little bit of time. Or at least it loses a bit less time anyway. Like, if you're playing optimally and not falling off at all, then it makes no difference. So everyone plays on 16.9. The only reason I'm playing on 4.3 is because Wii plays faster on 4.3. Wii moment, absolutely. Thought it was a colon, but didn't see it when you open the game. Yeah, it's all good. I don't think the command even noticed you or Jupy trying to do it, so I'll need to change the permissions for that. I can't. I need to add I can't. All the emotes I actually like regularly use in Jay's chat. I need to add. I added some of them. I added what? And I added a few others. Making a pinned Discord note of all the Twitch-approved spellings. In fairness, We Play Motion with a colon is the official title. I have no idea why. Because it is silly. BLP feeding the Larry, all good. Can you believe gold was going to be in bingo? Gold medal teeter targets. An 8-minute segment for the world record holder. Oh, I mean, it's not 8 minutes for a good run, but still. That should not be in there. It's silver's in there now, which is still quite long, but yeah. FG is a perfect emote in level 29. To be honest, I don't use FG a lot. Nice. I need to add a few more though. If I can find any that are on FFC, I'll add those first. Because I don't particularly like 7TV. But if they're only on 7TV, I'll just add them from there. I do need to go through my emotes and change them to the FFC versions. Because I use the FFC and all the add-ons. So I can see them all anyway. Oh, come on. Come on. No. Oh, seriously? Yeah, the moment you hit that top one, it's just over. Oh, come on. Why is this level always so bad? I don't really like not having sub-splits here. I like to know what my pace is. It distracts me from the game. That's not great. Is the game quite loud? It looks like it might be a bit loud. Let me turn it down. I think it's a bit louder than we play. Ooh, that was a really weird stop there. Decent. That was almost really good. The great thing with teeter targets in this game is you can actually mash A and 2, because I'm holding the Wii Remote sideways for this. Which which is great for me as someone who hates mashing with a passion. I was going to do a test run of Astrobot Bingo yesterday, but Bingo Sync was down. Yeah, I saw about that. I was trying to get on Bingo Sync to test something and it was down. They did manage to get it back up later on. Come on, can we not fail this one, please? Second try, not bad. So that's what I mean. Levels like that, where the boundary is closer to the edge, I'm sure it gives you a game over. It gives you a full quicker than on 16.9. I'm certain of it. It makes sense. I mean, like, stages like that look a bit goofy on 4.3. This game was made in, like, 2011. They didn't really make this for 4.3. It obviously is possible to play it in 4.3, but it wasn't really made for it. Yeah, good thing is, if we miss the bottom one, then you can just back it up. You can actually go backwards up to the top from the bottom. But that's a lot harder. And then here, 10 hit combo? No. Oh, nice hit though. See, that would have been great the first time. I don't know if that would have got the full 10 hit combo, but that did look like a very promising angle. If the ball came to a stop quicker with the sideways momentum, then I think that would have worked. And then you want to do that, and then you also want to move the paddle out the way. Just gives you a greater chance of the ball not colliding with it and ruining it. Really? That's a rare sound effect. We don't really hear the green one very often. All the sound effects of the blocks are different. I don't know if the collision's any different. Oh! Oh, that would have been an interesting way of saving that. Okay. Go! Don't fail me now, come on. Don't fail me. I just want to get a decent run here. Nice. Okay, good. Literally all I'm doing on that stage is just flipping the Wii Remote upside down and hoping it goes well. I'm just doing that and holding it there. Because if I do it and then move it back... Oh, why is it broken now? If I do it and then move it back, the problem with that is that sometimes that will break it. Oh, dang it. No. Yeah, look, it falls off way quicker. Like, normally that wouldn't be where the boundary is. The boundary would be, like, really far to the left. The block isn't right next to the edge of the screen on 16.9. There's a huge gap there. So I'd have had to wait for that to fall. So I actually lost a bit less time than I usually would there. It's such a weird difference. It's the only difference as far as I know. For, interesting. For 16.9 in this game, but yeah. Welcome back, Droopy. No. Yeah, as I was saying, if I flip the Wii Remote back again during the shot, the problem with that is that the teeter, like the... What? It made it through a mist? Are you joking? Like, the seesaw will sometimes get in the way. Are you joking? How many times have I got that interaction now? Go. Oh my goodness, go. You know what, do it normally. Seriously? It's harder to do it normally. That's why I just go for a random shot, because 9 times out of 10 it's better. Today is the one, unfortunately. I knew I couldn't save it, unless I did a really scuffed shot. No. Come on! Oh my goodness, what are these interactions today? That's it. Yeah, nice. I mean, I'm sure the physics aren't different on on 16.9, but come on. That was on 4.3, but come on. Wait, no, don't do that. I just realized my 2P is still connected, so it actually is letting me select 2P right now, and I don't want that. Alright, time for the funny sound effect game. The Wii Remote sound effects. You're going to hear beeps. They're from the Wii Remote. It enhances the experience. Soft beeps mean I'm close to a ghost. Hard beeps mean I'm close to something, which might be a ghost, might not be a ghost. On this one, they're always going to be ghosts, though. But you can get non-ghost objects. You can get pets, furniture, UFO. Everything in this game has a UFO. Wii Play Motion loves UFOs. So much that Bingo actually has a goal to find 4 UFOs. In different games. Obviously, Trigger Twist is free. Pose Me Plus, there's one at the end. Teeter Targets has one on stage 30. Star Shuttle has one on stage 25. Jump Park has one, I think, maybe, I don't know. Veggie Garden has one on level 4. They just love UFOs in this game. We have to do 3 Spooky Search levels as well. Medals are quite nice in this game, at least, because it's just level select, rather than you have to make it through all of them deathless. Oh, dang it. That was a really weird angle. That was like bottom left of where it can possibly be. Very odd. No. That one was moving. Yeah, it's always this one. Come on! Thank you. That was a slow one. I'm surprised that was a ghost, because that was a hard beat. That could easily have been like a chair. Well, I was going to get this one quickly. And then it just ended up like... basically, this one will always go round in a circle around you, but you can't tell where the cursor thinks you are. So you can see where the Mii's are, but sometimes it's not going to be in the right place. Like, this game isn't RNG, but there's no way of knowing where the cursor is and whether it's desynced or not. So it just kind of sucks. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think I'm saving time here. I don't think this last one takes 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes 20. I think we can save time. No. This is not a great start. Oh, are you kidding? No. I have to get some of these first. Have to get some progress on the screen, Miis. That was lucky. I let go of B there, but it was during the activation cutscene. The, like, split second of the activation thing. And if you let go during that, it doesn't count as a let go. Cool. Ah. Stop. I swear that ghost just was not there. Why are these ghosts so hard to grab right now? Come on. That's not Ghost. That's not Ghost either. Are we waiting for an on-screen Ghost? No, we're not. Here's another one. I was going to say, I thought we were waiting for one to appear on the screen. Whenever they're the only ones left, other than the boss Ghost, they will just appear. You know, we got some early progress on them because this has been a bit slow. Yeah, we are saving time. As long as I don't take, like, an eternity to grab this boss Ghost, we should be saving time. Decent amount of time as well. Third cycle, not great, but it's fine. Basically, you get like 4 seconds-ish before the boss keeps despawning and going somewhere else. So you have to be very quick. The Mii's do tell you where the Ghost is, but it's very hard to get it consistently. It's kind of the make or break of a Platts run. Arguably Golds as well, but no one really cares as much about Golds in this game. Because it's so similar to Platts. Like, technically, Platts would play to this point as well. It's just the only difference is that for Platts, you need to score 1600 here. I think it's 1600. 1200 or 1600 or something. Something like that. But if you get, like, a Mii that gets captured by a Ghost, you lose 300 points, and then it makes it harder to get Plat. And then same with Windrunner. Windrunner is technically, you're still playing 3 stages, it's just on the last one you have to do better. Here we're only going to need 150 gems, 150, yeah, in Windrunner we'll need 150 gems. And, we would need 200 in the Platts run. Nice! 20.6, not bad. I didn't think that was going to let me in there. But luckily, right at the peak. Yeah, that's pretty clean. I love the clean emote. It's so funny. Helicopter me. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get as much helicopter me in this one. We might have got it there. I didn't notice if we did or not, but... Oh, that was nice. That was an IL strat. Managed to somehow remember to go for that strat and then still get the big gem. Getting the big gem is so hard there. Thanks, Theon, for the IL strat. Appreciate it. Oh, no. No. Come on, this magnet's being wasted. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Let me in! No, this is so bad. Are you joking? I don't even make it into that? Are you serious? Go. Absolutely awful stage 2. Didn't even know it was an emote. Yeah, it's an emote on one of the extensions. Yeah, we have emotes from FFZ, 7TV, which are like Twitch browser extensions. MIDI wash. Yeah, that was rough. That was really bad. It's because I've been doing too many strats recently where I have to play it in a weird way. Where I'm not allowed to dive at the beginning. That's what I started doing there, hoping it was going to work. It did not. Of course it didn't. Why would it? It doesn't work when I'm trying to do that. Come on, Miis, help me out. Thank you. Nice. Are you serious? Not again. Okay. That was not a great jump park, but you know what's funny? We're saving time, because I must have had an even worse jump park in PB. In previous PB. This is again not my most recent PB. So we are not 3 minutes ahead of world record right now. We are more like 23 seconds ahead of world record. My real PB is 1:49.32. So I need to save 3 minutes 9 seconds on top of however much I PB by. And then that's what my PB is for the series run. In terms of Wii Play Motion, I think PB is dead purely from teeter targets. But we will see. When is MIDI clean? Damn, getting bullied by mods today. SMH. Most recent PB was world record for motion. Yes, it was. By like several minutes. So I really don't expect to do it again. What I will do is I'll do a riskier strat here in a bid to try and save some time in stage 3. Basically, we can actually complete this with the gold chest only. No. So if I can do that, then it would save time over my PB. Hey, you say sleeping during this minigame, but the level 3 strat is kind of sick. Showing the ravages of Wii Play Motion bingo on runners, yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and go down here. We're going to try and grab this gem. We're going to try and grab this. Go back up. We're going to grab this one. Grab this. Literally grab everything. And then go. Go, 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 go. If I get 860 from the tank, 86% in the tank would do it. Boom! That's a huge PB. That is really good. That was such a sick strat. That worked so well. That was like a tutorial. That worked so well. How did that just go perfectly? I almost managed to do it without that final big gem. Because I grabbed all the small gems. Nice. Yeah, basically, what we need is we need 4K to get the medal. So by doing that there, what it does is the gold chest gives us 2,500. Normally what you need is you kind of need the bronze as well. But what you... Oh yeah, Flutterfly is a joke. Yeah, no one likes Flutterfly. That is a gun the me is holding, surely. Okay, I forgot they actually just show the me straight up holding the gun. I kind of forgot about that. Whoops. Anyway, yeah. This is actually kind of harder than 4-3, gotta be honest. But we are here on 4-3, so it's fine. There are secret ones here. Oh, go. Don't need that anyway. Go. Yeah, anyway. So, the 2,500 from the gold chest gives us quite a lot of the points. But then what we also need is, normally you'd need a bronze, but if you do really well... Also, I'm shooting these here so that we only have 2 to work with, and then the UFOs are always in an easy place. We don't need points here, we only need 1k. The only reason I'm actually still playing this is because the fastest way to complete UFO stage is actually just to win. On the other ones, we're going to be losing, because we only need a certain amount of points. But, yeah, the stage 3 works really well, because you can just win with the gold chest, and if you have a full tank of fuel, you get 10 points for every % of the tank you have left. Also, fun fact, there's no RNG in this game. There's no way of speeding anything up or getting extra targets to hit or anything, unlike Wii Play Shooting Range. So, the score world record for this, I actually have a joint tie with a few other people in both this stage and the ninja stage. The dino stage is a bit harder because there's a bunch of extra things you can hit. And it's a very long stage, and I don't care to optimize it for score. I did do the all stages IL recently though, and I managed to beat world record by quite a margin. I got 9:56, I think it was. And I could have saved like another 10-15 seconds on the dino stage, because basically on the final boss, which we barely ever see, we never see it in medal runs. But on the final boss, you can actually hit the boss outside of the quick time events. And you will, sorry, I had to focus for that because that takes exactly 10 hits. Yeah, you can hit the boss outside of the quick time events and gain a bunch of extra damage. Also, I shouldn't have hit that one there, but it's okay. It makes like no difference. Also, tiny optimization here. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm taking damage to the Miis and then to the ninjas, and then I'm instantly getting a hit on them because it then spawns the next ones in faster. You wouldn't think there's a lot of optimization here, but there is. And I think it can still be faster than what I just did. Flutterfly, though, is mainly bad just because the controls break. I don't mind the game. All the games in here are, like, decent quality. But Flutterfly has to be the worst, or one of the worst, purely because of the controls. If you've played Flutterfly, you'll know what I'm talking about. The game just guarantees a desync at some point because it's bad. Or, like, it doesn't guarantee it, but it pretty much does, because it sucks. There is no way that one isn't a gun. Alright, yeah, I mean, I forgot about the cutscenes. They do kind of show a gun, don't they? Yeah, really important to keep combo here. We need 2,500 points on this one for the gold medal. Funny thing is, for the platinum, you do an all stages back-to-back kind of thing, and you need 26,000 points. But by getting pretty much the maximum in the first two stages, you get to here needing pretty much around 3,000 points. Or around like 2,500. Sometimes less if you're really good. So it's pretty much just a normal game. And yeah, we just lose here. And that is a perfectly optimal dino. And we're saving a minute again over my previous PB. I don't know what I was playing at. I mean, this gold comparison was like a year plus ago. So I guess it makes sense. This was before I was properly like having to work out all of the possible time save here. But still. Alright. Flutterfly 3 stages. I feel like there could be time save. Not a lot, because the game kind of plays itself. But there could be some. Obviously, we've got a massive section coming up with Star Shuttle. So here we need 200 points, the next two we need 400, and then the last one we need 900, I believe. Yeah, it's just free for the first two stages. 3, you have to worry about your points a little bit, and then 4, you actually need to do really well. Yeah, see, here's a desync. It's desynced to the controller. I have to now hold the controller in a weird way to make the leaf be straight. This game, the controls are just bad, because of the shaking, it makes the controller start desyncing. That's why. Whenever you shake, the Motion Plus kind of doesn't like it. Yeah, there's no way we don't save time here, right? Unless the other stages are way longer, and I'm forgetting. We only have to do 3. Why is there time save here? There's nothing to do. You just play the game. Because the time bonus carries you. You get 50 for every bonus life you have. So I don't have to really go that hard on score for these stages. Also, I am right-handed, but I actually changed to left-hand for this bit because it's easier. And then I'm just going to do a safe strat of rebounding off the wall. It just makes sense. Yeah, like, I'm already getting 150 points purely from the lives I have. So I don't need to get that many points here to do well. Stop desyncing, come on! Why is it desynced again? Oh. Like, I don't even get why it's... Okay, now I'm having to hold the Wii Remote, like, pointing forwards for it to correct it. Like, yeah, this game doesn't work. Like, this is not a normal position. You have to hold it like this. How is it desynced to there? This game is just not good. And then here we need 400 as well. There is a bit of a shortcut we can take here. So I guess there's ways of like saving or losing time. Yeah, exactly, Kenyoshi. I would be one of those people. It is not a good game. It does let me do that as a strat though, which I find to be quite funny. Alright, then go. And then, with this section, I want to still try and avoid the crows. You're supposed to point at the screen and press A to get rid of them, but I don't care. They're not going to hit me. The points might be a bit confusing here as well. Basically, the closer I am to middle of the ring, the more points I get. So we're going to try and go through here, little shortcut way. And we're going to get rid of all these because they're going to ruin my day. But we should be good on points. These petals are really important on stage 4 to reach 900. Basically, you get 10 points in increments, and there are 7 petals. So if you miss the final one, you get minus 70 points on what you could have got. So it is actually important to do well on those on the final stage. Exactly, aces. Like, it just kind of sucks. Oh, Flutterfly stage 3 has a UFO. Oh, I got to keep that in mind for bingo. I forgot stage 3 had a UFO. I thought it was stage 4. Oh, that's big news. Never mind, I love Flutterfly. I love it. There is not a better game in the collection. Don't remember who developed Flutterfly, but they weren't the best. Yeah, a ton of developers were involved in this game, like 5 or 6. It wasn't Nintendo. Nintendo made Tita Targets, that's the only one I remember. I mean, one of the devs made Chibi Robo Ziplash, so that's all you need to know. Thanks, Scott the Woz, for the knowledge. You'd think I'd know, because Scott the Woz did mention the devs that made each one. I think one of them made a bunch of mobile games, and that was their only experience before this game. Which, in theory, could be fine, because these games are very much, I guess, in that kind of style. Like, they're all kind of silly little mini games that could very easily be suited to mobile, in a way. If the controls were developed in that way. But I don't know. Should look back at the Scott the Woz vid. I should look at the Wikipedia. I think the wiki for this game has it. Like a list of all the devs that worked on each one. Or I could just look at the credits. So 150 means I need to get 150 gems on stage 3. To unlock each one, I do need to get the medal on the previous one. So I need 100 on the first one, 150 on the second, and then 150 on the third. For plat, I'd need 200 on the third. So actually, in a way, stage 3 is easier than stage 2, because it's intended to have, like, more gems. But we still only need the same number of gems. So it's actually kind of nicer. For plat, in Windrunner stage 3, it's genuinely, like, a bottleneck for new runners. It's really hard. But for me at this point, with how much time I've got in the game, all the other games are more of a problem. Or virtually all of them are more of a problem. But this is a really fun game to play. It's just a shame it's so short. Although saying that, this kind of reminds me of Charge, and Charge only has 1 stage, and this has 3. So I will be grateful for my 3 Windrunner stages. Also, once again, this is probably tied with Jump Park as the best game to play IRL, if it were possible. It's gotta be tied. They also made Pose Me Plus. Flutterfly is developed by Skip, the original Chibi Robo devs. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the original. Oh, I didn't know that. Pose Me Plus is decent, though. Pose Me Plus is way better. I'd play Pose Me Plus any day over Flutterfly. Pose Me Plus is just really short, flows really well. It's only a few minutes long. Ah, go up. I don't know how I got that ring. You might notice on this level, as I said, a lot more gems. Lots of gems in these short paths, and then also massive amounts of rings. So I only need 150 here. If I pick up a bunch here, then we're just set for the level. We might be good here. Yep, fine. That wasn't the best, but it's okay. Oh yeah, we're set now. Time bonus carries me now. Oh! How did I make that? Go. Decent. Skip washed. I mean, again, I don't hate Flutterfly, but it's just not the best game. And it makes me feel like my arm is falling off by the end of it. Okay, if I fail Cone Zone, this is the definition of a skill issue. We're gonna need to update the dictionary if I fail this, because I've been playing this so much. Basically, every bingo card I've played has Cone Zone Gold or Cone Zone Plat on there, and not once have I failed them yet. I don't know how I've managed to get so consistent at Cone Zone Plat, because I've totally expected to fail one at some point. I used to fail this all the time. Unless the controls massively break on me during this game, we should be good. I will just throw that one in there, because you never know with the controls. You never know. Considering at the start of this run, during setup for Wii Play Motion, I had to disconnect the battery and then put it back in again just for it to recalibrate the Wii Remote. I don't know. This is another game with a UFO. When you reach 80, well, not actually when you reach 80, when you reach somewhere between 60 and 80, you go to space and you get the UFO at some point. So this is quite a good one for the seeing 4 UFOs bingo goal. Also, talking of bingo, I might be making some changes on it. I had a chat with Cedric, who's currently making Wii Sports Club bingo. And he actually was talking about a different way of the randomization on Bingo Sync. Like, there's a way of doing categories and or something. Like, it's a more technical randomizer than just a basic, here's a list of 50 goals, give me 25 random goals. So I'm going to look into it. But, yeah, depends if I can think of enough goals for it. So Bingo is not fully ready yet. We've mainly been doing testing up to now. Also, I need to get my notes because Star Shuttle is hard. We're going to be here for a good while. Okay, I did just let go for a second there, so I'm also going to be a bit safe here. Yeah, I let go of the button by accident. Long story short with this game, essentially what I want to do is I want to, for most of these early levels, press down, hold it down until I get to a specific speed, and then instantly start decelerating by holding up. That's what I'm doing on most of these. I do have very specific notes for this, exclamation mark. Exclamation mark notes in chat, I think will give you my note sheet. It's on the Wii Play Motion tab. I have an RTA safe speed and I have an IL speed, and I'm aiming for the RTA safe speed. But it doesn't matter if I go slightly over and go closer to the IL speed, as long as I don't really exceed the IL. The one game you never got a medal on? Yeah, this one's just kind of long. Oh yeah, they made the Street Pass Me Plaza games, didn't they? Yeah, that's cool. I spent a little bit of time on those as a kid, I reckon. With the 3DS. Those were good. Prepares the Scott the Walls joke of putting an image for a specific word instead of a definition. True. So, long story short with this game, if you are crashing into an object at 30 meters per second or higher, that means you have a major crash and then you game over. Or if you're in the middle of a storm and you're at 30 meters per second or higher and you do not successfully clear the storm, then you have a major crash. If you are at less than 30, so 29.9 or less, that means you are fine. And there's no, like, damage system in this game. You just kind of keep on bonking on the obstacle until you get through. And there's a 5-minute time limit, which we don't care about because we're speedrunning, and we're not going to get anywhere near that, hopefully. Yeah, basically don't have a major crash. If you have a minor crash, you're going to lose a bit of time. If you have a major crash, you're going to lose like 10 plus seconds for the restart, as well as however long it takes you to play the rest of the game. Think like dying in tanks, but way worse. The good thing is this game is completely deterministic. You're always going to get the same thing every time. Also, funny thing with the ILs, basically in the stages later on, because the timer only starts when it says, like after you've pressed launch and then the countdown has happened, for the ILs, some of these later ones, you actually want to wait for more favourable cycles, and then you want to go. So you actually want to sit on the launch button for like 5 seconds or more sometimes. One of my strats on a later stage, on stage 21, I actually want to wait 1 second before going. Also, this is going to be a bit of a test because I haven't done some of these late stages here in a while. It shouldn't say 28, by the way. It should say 25 for gold. That is wrong, and I am not going to correct it during the run because it will probably crash live split. Knowing what live split's like lately. I don't trust my notes here. I think I might have read the wrong one. It says to get to 72. I don't think that's correct. If I read the wrong level. I did read the wrong level. Good. I'm glad I noticed that from my own intuition. Basically, now we're aiming for 73. Normally, I'd have all these notes in my splits, but because I don't have sub-splits for this, I can't. So I'm going to get to 73, and then we're going to instantly slow down. Thing to note as well with this game is that you decelerate at double the rate that you accelerate. You accelerate at 10 meters per second, and you decelerate at 20. Also, I love explaining Star Shuttle purely so I can say the phrase meters per second during a Wii Play Motion speedrun. .72 this time. My IL speed here is 77, but that's very much risky. Pretty much you get to the dock and you just like, right, twist the Wii remote very quickly and hope it doesn't desync. Are you joking? That should have made it. That should have made it. Come on! Thank you. So that's a minor crash. Couple of minor crashes, but no 30 meters per second, so it's not game over. And a game over does mean you can just retry the stage as well. It's obviously a massive time loss, but you don't have to redo the whole of Star Shuttle. That would be awful. Can't believe the devs of Star Shuttle made both Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and the Danganronpa series. You would never know just from playing this. That's such a range. That is such a wide range. I never knew that, actually. Alright, good thing about this game is it gives you tons of drink breaks. By the way, if we're allowed to fast exit, if there was a thing in this game like Wii Play now has called X Medals Fast Exits, where you just grab the medal requirement and then you leave, this game would be like significantly faster for medal runs. Plats will be about like 15 minutes faster, and most of it will be because of not having to watch all these Star Shuttle cutscenes. Star Shuttle is like such an important game. It's about as important as Find Me or Tanks in Wii Play. And yet, I play it so late because it's so long. I'd rather play the other games first, because all the games have some importance. I'd rather play the few minute long games rather than play the 20-minute one. So here we're aiming for 80. I should really update these a little bit because 81 was very clearly safe there. It's just that I didn't want to go too risky with my notes, I guess. But that can definitely be increased to 81, I reckon. The only thing is, it can mess with the cycles, so I would have to test it a little bit. The cycles can be a lot easier. So this is one where I'd actually wait a few seconds at the start for these boulders to be out of the way. But because this is an RTA run, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to decrease my speed by like 8 meters per second compared to the IL speed. And I'm just going to go for a top-down entrance rather than going through the tunnel. Going through the tunnel is really risky with the boulders anyway. Because if you go through any tunnel at more than 30 meters per second, or 30 or more, I guess, your hitbox is massive because any part of the ship can get hit. You can get hit with the ship or the docking piece and it will count as a hit. So this is actually one that I don't have an IL speed for because I never did ILs for this one. So I'm just going to get to 75. No. No. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. That is my bad. That is why I wouldn't normally stay at that speed for that long. That's my fault. That's fine. We're like 2 minutes ahead of world record. It's all good. It will be a pretty big skill issue for me to not world record at this stage. And that is why I need to go at 75, because that cycle is bad. If I'm going any less than 75, this is why it's so difficult for beginners, because you have to be bold, you have to be confident, and if you're not, you're losing a cycle. And not just losing a cycle, you're waiting a ton of time to actually go safe there. Because say you go safe and you're at like 40 to 50 meters per second, suddenly you're actually taking more of a risk. Because you're in a bad cycle, you're dealing with a boulder that's going to be in your face. Like, imminently. So you want to just go with the same thing every time. Like, whether you're on pace or whether you're wanting to play safe, you have to do the same thing every time. Because if you don't, then it could just go bad. Like that. Like, if I don't do... If I play safe there and I go slow... I can't believe I got hit there, but yeah, whatever. But if I go slow there, then it means the cycle is in a worse position. No, I pressed the wrong button. I went down instead of up by accident, but we're still good. This is a rough star shuttle so far. I think we might still be able to save time, because judging by the fact that these splits are from about a year ago, I've improved at Star Shuttle since then. Yes, I've just dropped a minute to 2 major crashes, but I don't think we're going to lose a ton of time. I might be wrong, but I think I'm probably right. This is 85. This one does look scary, in fairness. But you gotta take some risks. But you do want to slow down before the end so you can actually line up for the dock. Go in a straight line and go straight into it. Because if you're not going in a dead straight line for these small dots on the dock, you can really easily just miss it if the game doesn't like it. You want to take risks, but you also want to be sensible. Which one's this? 16. This is one of the highest speeds we're going to get to. It's actually the highest speed, 92. In the IL, I get to 97. Sadly, there's not a single IL, as far as I know, where you want to get to 100. You can get to 100, but it doesn't work. you're just going a bit too fast by the time you get to the end. The reason why I want to go a bit slower at the end is because I have to flip the Wii Remote completely upside down. And again, IL strats, that's fine when you're at 97. As far as I know, there's no cap. Unless I'm misremembering, and then you cap at 99, but I don't know. I think you can just keep going. I've tried it. But 97, basically what you're having to do is instantly slow down, and then the moment you get to 30, you've got to just flip it upside down and hope the Wii Remote is still synced by the end. Now here, I'm really worried. I really don't want to crash here, because I have not practiced this stage, and this stage is awful to go fast. So basically, my strat is to get to 85, but it never really works, so I'm just going to go really slow by the end. My strat does save a few seconds if I get to 85, but it's just not worth it. This is genuinely one of the hardest strats because the cycles don't line up. All the cycles are bad. I've tried ILing that level and I can't even find out decent, like there's always a cycle that's bad, basically. It's really rough. And then the next one's a huge drop. We're actually only going to go to 65 here. My IL goes to 75, which is still quite a drop. But that's because this tunnel is really close. I'm going to slow before the tunnel. And you might notice as well, when I'm moving like up or down or left and right, rather than accelerating forwards or decelerating backwards, you might notice my speed does change a little bit as well. And that is because if I'm not at a dead straight angle on every axis, then it's going to change my speed a little bit. So that's why I'm not going to be on like 29.9. And then I'm going to change my angle by going up or down, because then I'm just asking for a death. So this is the first one. We're just going to skip the first one and then go in a dead straight line. And it makes this level just free. The only thing we have to watch for is the boulder that is coming up here. And then you have to wait for this storm. For some reason, this storm takes an eternity to clear. I don't know why. Basically, with the storms, if you're not pointing at the screen with the cursor by the end, then you fail. And it treats it as if you've just crashed into an obstacle, basically. And stage 20. This is 70. Also, these boxes change the position of the piece on the ship. Basically, I'm never going to use them because they are all not that good and I don't really care about grabbing those. So we're just going to get to 70, wait a few seconds, then slow down. But what we're going to do is we're going to slow down and then we're going to head into the dock at an angle, just so when we reach there, we're in line with it. It looks awkward, but it's way easier than dealing with the tunnel. It's one of the first stages where you kind of get to impromptu strats, though. Because, yeah, it's deterministic, but it is also really hard. Yeah, look at this. 7 minutes left to do 5 stages. We should be saving tons here. Keep in mind that my world record, again, is 3 minutes and some change, better than these splits. But my world record also played Wii Play on 16:9, which is awful if you're playing at this level. Okay, here we're going to try and get to 70. I'm not going to quite get to that, purely because of this cycle. But we only need to do 4 more. My splits are wrong, because you only have to do 25 in Star Shuttle. You have to do 28 in Tita targets. That's why it says 28. My splits are spreading misinformation on the internet. So, as well, on these last 10 stages, you have to actually grab the piece now. This is where the game starts getting a little bit harder, because technically it's not deterministic anymore. You can't always do the same thing on the final docking station, because technically speaking, the piece could be in like a fraction of a different spot on the ship. Oh, can we make it through the cycle? No, we can't. And we're getting pushed. We're getting bullied. We're getting bullied. Go, 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 go. Ah, that's rough. No, why are you doing... That's just not going to work. Go. Thank you. Okay. A few of the stages are like that, yeah. In Tita targets, you're just kind of hoping it goes well. 39.9. Yeah, we're still ahead. 75 on the next one. The final 5 stages that we're not going to see here introduce vortexes, but we're not going to see those. It actually means that stage 26 is kind of one of the easier ones in this final set of 10. But then the last few are really brutal. So yeah, making it through that cycle. And then we're just going to be really slow at the end. I say really slow, that was pretty fast. But we are almost done, and then we're heading over to a wee party for the day. Pretty happy with this, honestly. I was expecting a PB, but not by this much. The only game that really let us down in here was Tita Targets. And arguably Jump Park, but yeah, I don't really care. Okay, so on this one kind of sucks. So we're going to get to 55, and then I'm just going to slow down as soon as I get to here, because all the cycles are bad. If you're doing an IL here, you want to wait a ton of time before those are out of the way. And then even then, you're having to deal with worse cycles at the beginning. This is another one where the cycles are just always going to be bad. And then the next one, I haven't got an IL speed, but I do have an RTA speed of 60. And then we are done. So here I want to wait 2 seconds, then slow down. I have a lot of notes other than just the speeds, by the way. But for the most part, the speed is the most important part of the note. So I want to get to 60. Reason I want to get to 60 is because I want to skip this cycle. And I want to slow dramatically. And then that was bad, but we are at least like past that cycle of the other obstacle. Are you kidding? I slowed down for ages there and it still didn't work. Thank you. I slowed down to a tiny speed. That is probably one of the first stages where it can be really awkward depending on where you grab the piece on the ship. 2-minute time save though. Veggie Garden guard mode. I don't expect there to be a lot here, but there might be some. This is basically always the same. The only variance you get here is for the platinum medal. Yeah, I've got so much better at Star Shuttle in the last year or so. I've got proper strats now for Star Shuttle, that's the main thing. Whereas I don't know if I would have had that at that stage when these PB splits were made. Having specific speeds to aim for is like half your problem solved before you've even started up the game. Makes it so much easier. We built a weird friend. Yeah, that's the lore of Star Shuttle. We're just building random things. And then there's a UFO on stage 25 that you have to dock. But there's no way you'd ever use that for bingo because again, you're playing 20 minutes of Star Shuttle for one UFO. Can you believe I was going to put Star Shuttle Silver in there? Which is 20 stages. That would just be a complete bingo killer. It's bad enough now that the longest Star Shuttle goal we have now is to do 8 stages. And that's bad enough. Actually, no, Star Shuttle Bronze is in there, I think, which is 10. 8 is bad enough, though. Even if you get them all together, it's bad. Oh, dang it. Oh, well, look at that. 2-cycle. Nice. If you swap between them, you can get a 2-cycle. I barely ever get a 2-cycle, though, because it's a bit jank. Difficult to go for. That's actually a really nice time save. It's the only real way of saving time here. If you're not going for Plat. Plat, basically, on the boss, he throws random extra veggies at you. So you can skip finishing off the boss. It can save or lose anything up to about 1:10. It's cooked for Plats. I wish it wasn't a thing. That one's so hard to hit because the motion doesn't go through quick enough. There's the UFO. Alright, we should be good now. I'm going to hit you as well. I'm going to hit the Miis from now on. Just because I want to finish it off. We're at 1500 by far. Yep. The long mole with the round glasses is actually just me IRL. I don't really know why the long mole with the glasses round exists, but it's funny. It does add a little bit of jeopardy into the game for the speedrun as well. I want to draw it so bad. Just do like a doodle of stage 3. That might be the first We Play Motion fan art ever. Once again, as a reminder, I think I mentioned this last time, but this game sold less than Wii Music. Again, mainly because of unfortunate timing, the fact that it was 2011 and Wii Sports Resort had been out for, what, 1 or 2 years. Yeah, the only one it sold better than was Wii Chess, and that only has an EU physical disc and a Japanese, what is it? VWii, not VWii, WiiWare, and a North American non-existent. Like, that's that's how much they didn't care about Wii Chess. But Wii Chess barely qualifies as a Wii Series game anyway. We still have people to this day saying, is it really a Wii Series game? Because there's a lot of people that are insistent. Oh, hang on. I will finish that in a minute. That might be my first ever perfect 400. I didn't drop a single point. That was so clean. That was so clean. How did I do that? You have to get like 8 perfects in this stage to get to 400. What? That was so good. It's a 144 by a mile. Nice. It barely saves any time to do that, but yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, there are people that debate whether We Karaoke You by Joy Sound is a Wii Series game. It really tempts me into making an April Fool's joke poll. You know the Jan Missily videos of how many Super Mario games are there? It really makes me tempted to do a big poll of how many Wii Series games there are. But it would just kind of be silly. I don't know. Dolphin Park? No way. Yeah, we know we got all golds because we got Dolphin Park. But just to check. Yo, thanks for the GG Brass. How's it going? It says Wii, so I think it is Wii Series. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the main point of the poll, because that's what tempts me into making that a real thing. Because does Big Brain Academy Wii Degree count as a Wii Series game? Wii is in there. Does, I don't know, any other game? Nintendo Land, is that a Wii Series game? Because it doesn't say Wii, but it definitely is like a Wii Series game. Can we play Dolphin Park now? If I remember the button to play it, sure. You fell into the trap of playing Blueprints. I haven't seen any of that game, but I have heard of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for the GGs, by the way. Jupi, Seagull, Brass, Aces, Kenyoshi. Alright, we got the bubble game. Last time we come to these side games, we actually learned there's a shortcut to play Unicycle Course. Unfortunately, I have not just done a Platts run, so I can't play it unless I boot up my Platts save. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to boot up Wii Party, because we got some business to get on with there. 10501, by the way, that barely misses the sub in Wii Play Motion, but let me just check that, because I think we barely miss PB, but I don't know. Yeah, wow! 103.45 was my PB the other day. Damn. That was really good. Okay, yeah. So that just proves how awful the Wii Play run was last time. I mean, again, these are comparing against PB splits. My real PB is 526. Worse than this. Or now, obviously, it's 144.05. But yeah. Basically, I did a run of this last, like, a couple of weeks ago. And it ended up being bad, because I got a really good Wii Play Motion run that was several minutes better than world record, and then I was still on 16.9. So I ended up playing Wii Play on 16.9. I will never touch that ever again. I'm not doing another Golds run on 16.9. As long as I can help it. Mario Kart Wii. Exactly. Is Mario Kart Wii a Wii Series game? It introduces peripherals, like the Wii wheel. I mean, maybe it is a Wii Series game. And Nintendo Switch Sports is a Wii Series game. Yeah, I mean, that's in there. Yeah, we're gonna do so much BGI. Jupi, have you heard the fact that we're playing half party games as the category? Basically what it is it's like we play motion half party games. Sorry, half games, but what we're doing is we're playing all the party games to the halfway point. So we have to, yes. So we have to play BGI to the Volcano Challenge. We have to play Spin-Off to 5 rounds. We have to play Me of a Kind to 1 to go in the second set out of 3. We have to play Globetrot to 5 rounds, and we have to play Bingo, so we have 2 on 1 line. It's such a goofy category. It's really long as well. It's like 50 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. So that's for Olympics. The other category was Globetrot, which was really close to winning last time. And then this category became a thing, and everyone just dogged on it. It won by like 80-20 as a percentage. It was really close to winning 80-20. One of the biggest landslide wins of the polls so far. Yeah, I thought I would let you know that. Anyway, it starts in 45 minutes, so we better head over there. Thank you for watching on YouTube. I'm pretty happy with this run. I think I'm ready to let this stay here, because I don't really care too much about Wii Play Series runs. But I kind of had to come back to this, because I really wasn't happy leaving my PB as a 16.9 Wii Play run. So, yeah, it's done. My duty is done. Niddy, if you beat this, you can have it. I don't really care. Teaser targets could have gone better. Jump up could have gone better. But literally everything else was really good. What can I say? Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Oh, dolphin game. Jump scare.